Back at the bus, back at it again with another episode review of The Boys, season 5, episode 6. I think with this one, it'd be wise to start off with the biggest thing that happened, and that happened right at the end. Homelander has the V1. What the fuck are we gonna do now?
Stupidest fucking saga. This was the dumbest fucking saga. We wasted so much fucking time. The niggas was literally dwiddling their fucking thumbs, watching the dog hump his fucking Homelander toy. Meanwhile, they're out searching, they're out finding. Homelander and Soldier Boy are rekindling their love for each other. And but you know what's supposed to spoil all that? You know what the one thing that's supposed to make all of that not happen? What if we tell Soldier Boy that Homelander was plugging his Nazi girl? Who gives a shit? That's what you based almost every life on planet Earth. That's what you risked it with, was a video of Homelander receiving a stubby J from fucking Ava Braun. that was our plan. That was the plan from the smartest individual on the planet.
Yeah.
Was, hey, if I show you a video of your son playing hide the pickle with your girlfriend, surely you'll kill him, right? Genius. I mean, just absolute. They're writing an absolute savant. There's no slicing this pie where this outcome and the circumstances that led us to this outcome aren't completely stupid as shit. And it's too late, really, honestly, to save it. The blocks, the foundation. There's poop foundation. There's poop in the foundation. Okay. It's all in studs. It's all in the concrete that was late. There's poop. There's poop all in it. And now it doesn't matter what you put on the roof. You got a house full of shit. Like, I can't express to you how disappointed I was. And not because Homelander got the V1, but if he gets the V1, like, it should be something shocking. Like, oh, well, you know, we didn't think he figured out Sage's plan. Now tell me that Homelander has seemed smart enough to jockey with the smartest individual on the planet throughout these first 5 seasons. Tell me that. Tell me that Homelander is that level of a strategist that he can sniff out Sage from a mile away.
I think specifically we've seen at times where she's done things that have outsmarted him. She's
literally
proven that she outsmarts
in real time can run circles around this dude. It's the only reason why she's still alive. It's the only reason why she's not the only one on her knees. She's the only one in his orbit that doesn't immediately bow when he walks in the room. She can speak her opinion to a certain degree. Man, it is absolutely awful. Not to mention, none of this would have been possible had you not been the one who set up the Homelander fucking Soldier Boy boy summer vacation.
Yeah.
You made sure that he went with Homelander to go get the virus initially. You made sure that he was available to go see to go help out with the Compound V when they found out the bomb side had it. Like, every step of the way, you've been pushing Soldier Boy closer to Homelander. Every step of the way. It's almost like you're not the smartest person on the planet. And this is being written by people who are also not the smartest people on the planet. And this it's coming up light, man. It's coming up very, very light.
I guess I'm just realizing as we're doing this review that she probably didn't account for the fact that Soldier Boy and Bombsight were going to stop and have that conversation. Didn't even cross her mind that they would stop trying to kill each other and then have that conversation, which then led to Bro being like, oh, yeah, here's the V1.
Well, but also, she do so much talking about how narcissistic Homelander is and how much driven by ego he is. I'm sorry. There's an individual walking around with that same DNA. He's about 100 years older or 60 years older, and also has a Montana-sized ego. and you just so happen to push both of those individuals in the same room constantly. Now, one of two things can happen. It could explode and turn into a very violent situation when those personalities clash, or your worst fucking nightmare could happen and they could team up. Now, how we didn't have a contingency for that, how we didn't make sure that Soldier Boy wanted Homelander dead before we start forcing them to go on these missions together. Like, you already got one V1 patient who can't be killed. That was another thing. So, like, were you supposed to just be safe from Soldier Boy?
Yeah.
She acting like the only person with V1 would have been Homelander had he gotten it. So you were just going to be completely safe from Soldier Boy? What was your contingency to deal with him? Or he was just supposed to be down. He was supposed to be so mad that his son was getting some skins from his old flame that you assisting in the apocalypse of the entire earth and then also killing his son would have had no effect on him. Right? He'd have been totally down with all of that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not putting it together. I'm not putting together why this was some like super thought out plan. Oh, we're in phase 2. Oh, we moving on to phase 3 now. What fuck the phases? This was an awful plan.
Yeah. So then I guess the next thing that I got to talk about is Soldier Boy's ability to remove not only V1, but to remove somebody's ability to be a soup at all.
Crazy. Where did that come from?
Didn't establish that at all at any point, I don't think.
Where did that come from? Don't worry, I can take the V1 right out of you. Excuse me? Since when?
So does that play a part in this Homelander getting V1 thing?
Well, I don't know, and I really don't care at this point. Nothing has really, in terms of, personal expectations, nothing that I would have liked to have seen is really playing out. I mean, I'm watching the season where Soldier Boy and the Deep are getting more screen time than Marvin's Milk. So I've been completely underwhelmed in the entire escapade here. But beyond that, it's one thing if you get some surprises or you get some things you didn't expect. It's another thing if you could question how we get there.
Yeah.
It's another thing where we can't sit on solid ground and say, oh, yeah, well, that had to happen, or that makes sense that happened. We're sitting up here like, man, what the fuck? We 5-6 episodes in, A-Train dead, Noir's dead, Firecracker got hers, but I guess she was just kissing ass in the wrong position. She just should have puckered a little bit harder, then maybe she'd still be alive. I don't get it. Don't get it.
I get it. At this point, Sister Sage, and the religious one is going to be the next ones to die.
Here she go, popping out, talking about these crackers. I'm sorry, is Deep a cracker?
Yeah.
Deep is a whole toll house. So where'd that come from? Now you popping out the cut talking about these crackers. I've literally only seen you parlay and interact with white people since you joined up with Homelander.
Facts.
I've literally only seen you team up with white people. Anyways, I'm bruh. I'm kind of giving up on the season, unfortunately.
I mean, I think we were already there, to be honest with you. It's not coming to a head at the last, 2-3 episodes.
It's really hard to stick the landing, man. It's really hard to do it when you've had a successful show. And at least with this one, it kind of already started its slide last season.
Yeah.
But you would have thought that, some of the fan reception or, all of that angst he was showing about how to land it would have eliminated some of this. We had 2, maybe 3 filler episodes this season already.
Mm-hmm.
Like just wasting time. And it was don't get attached to anybody, and don't. Now it's just going to feel like they're shock deaths because the rest of the season was very slow and plotting.
I mean, for me, it's don't get attached to those black characters.
Yeah, literally, like. Yeah. Marie Monroe, we don't even need you to show up, baby. Don't even clock in. We good. We'll zoom you in if we need you.
Damn.
We'll have you talking on a fucking FaceTime or something in the last episode.
I'm telling you, man, my bet is on O-Father being killed next episode.
Who?
The preacher that's married to Ashley.
The dude that was in Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay.
He's next. I'm telling you.
Maybe. I don't know if it even matters. Do we even have time to be introducing new characters in this season? Like, well, he's getting screen time that could be used elsewhere. We took the whole episode out to do the fucking Supernatural reunion.
Yep.
Not hitting the beats, man. Not hitting.
Nobody even talking about that episode all like that online. At least from a positive standpoint. Nobody was like, "Oh, Supernatural's back." No, everybody's like, "This episode sucked."
And that's what sucks so much. Because I mean, you had Sam, you had Dean, you had Castiel in there, and it's just like none of it really felt like we earned anything. Like we didn't get a well-earned episode. It was just more of, let's attempt to make you laugh for 40 minutes with none of this really having any real consequences.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, any other thoughts on episode 6?
No, man. I mean, I don't have too much to say. I wonder what's going to happen now that they can't release the virus. Obviously, they couldn't plant it because they got caught. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting to see how they'll actually deploy the virus now. But other than that, man, I don't know.
They're going to basically show us something that didn't show up at any point during the show again.
Yeah.
Just in the nick of time to save them.
Yeah. But not a Marie. Let us know what you thought about the prior episode of The Boys. We will begrudgingly be here next week for another episode review. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come catch us for another one.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out our playlist full of episode reviews for The Boys and Gen V, where we were a lot more positive than we were now because nobody expected it to lead to this point. And then, like you said, make sure you subscribe. We like to do this every week. Check us out. Peace.